One night in a hotel beside a graveyard, I woke up unable to breathe, and someone was watching me. My name is Nancy. This is a true story. I was only 10 years old when it happened. Every summer, my family went on vacation with my father's friend's family. Our favorite spot was Puri, famous for its golden beaches and temples. Normally, we stayed at well-known hotels, but that year we hadn't booked early. By the time we arrived, there were no rooms available. The staff promised us a room in the morning, but for that one night, we had no choice but to stay at a smaller, unfamiliar hotel. This hotel sat right next to a graveyard, away from the temples and beaches. My parents thought, it's only one night, it'll be fine. But they were wrong. The day was amazing. We played in the sand, splashed in the waves, and returned exhausted. By nightfall, we went to bed early. But at around 1 a.m., something terrifying woke me up. I couldn't breathe. I tried to move, but it felt like something invisible was pressing me down, choking me. And then I saw it. In the pitch-black room, a shadow stood watching me. I screamed for my mother, struggling for air. She rushed to me, lifted me up, and shook me awake. My father carried me into the hallway. The hallway was silent. No staff, no lights. Just an empty sofa under a faint moonlight shining through the glass doors. Outside, dogs howled and barked like they sensed something. My father laid me on the sofa, patting my cheek until I gasped for breath again. And that's when I saw it. The same figure, standing in the corner of the hallway. Tall, hair floating as if in an invisible breeze. It looked like a woman, but its presence radiated anger. I was frozen in fear. The next morning, we left and moved into a proper hotel. The rest of the trip was normal, even happy. But when we got home, I finally told my mother what I had seen, and her reply made my blood run cold. She whispered, "I saw it too, that same night, in the same corner, watching us." From that day forward, I was never the same. I feared the dark. I feared hotel hallways, and I could never again sleep peacefully near a graveyard. At 3 a.m., I saw a man in the dark TV screen standing right behind me. I was 11 years old, staying overnight at my aunt's house with my siblings. We had so much fun that day, and when it was time to sleep, all of us spread out on a mattress in the living room. That night, I couldn't sleep. My throat hurt. I was coughing non-stop. To distract myself, I watched YouTube on my cousin's tablet. Eventually, around 3 a.m., I turned it off, determined to rest. Just then, I heard my cousin's bedroom door creak open. From where I lay, I could clearly see if anyone came out, but no one did. And the door never closed again. My heart raced. I called my cousin's name. No answer. Then I noticed a plastic bag on the table in front of the door. Its handle started moving. Not from wind, the windows were shut. The bag shifted like someone was tugging at it. I whispered my cousin's name again. it stopped. Scared, I turned to face my sister and tried to close my eyes. But I couldn't resist one glance at the black TV screen across the room. That's when I froze. In the reflection, I saw a man in a hoodie standing right behind me. He looked so real, like he was looming over me, staring. My body went cold. I spun around to check, but no one was there. When I looked back at the TV, he was closer. Tears filled my eyes. I couldn't scream, couldn't move. He kept coming closer. I whispered a prayer, clutching my sister's arm. For a moment, he vanished. But when I dared to look again, he was sitting on the sofa, relaxed, one leg crossed, arm resting on the chair, like he had always been there. And behind him, another figure appeared, pale, tall, only its upper body visible. That was it. I couldn't take it anymore. I ran into my aunt's room, woke her up, and cried out what I saw. She didn't believe me. She gave me cough syrup and told me to sleep beside her. In the morning, I told everyone. Nobody believed me, but I know what I saw. Maybe the reflection was a trick. But how do I explain the moving bag and the memory of that man sitting calmly on the sofa watching me as if I was the intruder still haunts me to this day. We entered an abandoned hotel for fun, but what came out of the closet still follows me. I used to live in a block of flats in England. Next door was a massive abandoned hotel, 6 stories tall, rotting away for years. Everyone in the neighborhood whispered about it. One day, curiosity got the better of us. My cousin, my sister, and I decided to explore it. The fence was broken, easy to slip through. Inside, the hotel was worse than we imagined. Blood smeared on doors, shattered windows, furniture torn apart. The air itself felt heavy, like it wanted us out. Behind the hotel, we found a dead patch of grass and an old shed. We didn't go near it. Just being close made us uneasy. Then we heard it metal scraping on metal, like someone sharpening a knife. We panicked and went back inside. But as soon as we opened the door, a foul stench hit us. Rot, decay. Something like a corpse. Still, we pressed on and climbed to the first floor. Big mistake, we split up. I entered a room filled with broken shelves and furniture. In the corner stood a massive closet. At first, it seemed normal, but then tap, 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 a faint drumming sound. Like nails scratching from inside. I froze. My whole body screamed at me to run. I bolted out of the room, down the stairs, my cousin and sister following. In my panic, I tripped, cutting my leg badly. But I didn't stop. At the exit, I made the mistake of looking back. And there she was, a woman, Mid-twenties, maybe. Long greasy hair, ripped clothes, pale skin. She stood just inside the doorway, peeking at us from the shadows. We sprinted home. Only then did I notice my leg. The wound wasn't random, it had bled into the shape of a smiley face. I never believed in ghosts before that night, but the way she stared at us, the mark on my leg, and the sense of something following me home changed everything. The hotel was demolished years later, replaced with new apartments. But for me, that night never ended. I still feel her watching,